Welcome to the Moulay El Hassan Stadium here in Rabat, Morocco. This is where Banyana Banyana will be hosting Morocco in the WAFCON quarterfinal. Of course, you will know that this is a very important game for this team if they are going to actually qualify for the 2027 World Cup in Brazil. Coach Des, who's just passing alongside me together with defender Karabo Dlamini, has spoken about how important it will be for the team to focus on themselves before they actually make it the point that they give their attention to the host. You'll remember it was back in 2022 when Banyana won this showpiece here in this stadium, making sure that they get their main continental showpiece. But going forward, it is very important for them to actually make it a point that they have a game plan which will set them apart from the rest. Coming to this game, they didn't have the best of tournaments so far, but it is important for them to actually make it a point that they consolidate themselves, getting that important clean sheet and always flow in front of goals. This is Mihlali Baleka, IOL Sport in Rabat, Morocco.
It's a pressure, it's an intense, it's a must win for you. Are we expecting to see changes? Are we expecting to see a different lineup? Because we've seen from the minister back home said he's rallying the nation for Banyana Banyana.
It's a final for both teams because yes, you probably have another chance, but you don't want to go that route. And we know how important this game is. I'm sure they know how important this game is. Like I said, the first 20 minutes is going to determine where and how. And I think that's going to be a very key for us. I think the struggles that we've had in the group stages, I think that will hold us in good stead. We've shown a lot of resilience. In the first game, we could have and should have won that game with all the chances we had. In the second game, we came back and could have probably won it at the end. In the last game, we scored first and showed our resilience, showed our courage, showed our bravery, kept a clean sheet. So we've got a little bit of momentum with regards to that. Playing Morocco before, knowing each other, sometimes is a good thing or a bad thing. But we know the dangers they present. We know the dangers they present all over the field. But we also have to play. We cannot just concentrate on Morocco. We are not here just to, come here and concentrate on them. It's what we do when we have the ball, how we approach that, and you'll see from the lineup whether there will be changes.
Coach, in this tournament with 35 appearances now, if I'm not mistaken, and obviously you've never failed to reach the semi-finals before. Would you say that maybe this is the most important quarterfinal that we've ever played during that period, given all the challenges that I think we might have faced in the group stages and obviously what is at stake going forward?
I think every tournament presents different challenges. We saw last year our teams have improved. We saw this year our teams have improved, and you take nothing for granted because you underestimate a team at your own peril. It doesn't mean if you win the first game, you all of a sudden get out of the group stage. It doesn't mean if you lose the first game, you don't get out of the group stages. It's how you rise up from that. And I think I've said it before, this team has a never say die attitude. This team has that resilience that they will never quit until they can't anymore. I think in all the games, whether it be the 94th minute, I think in the last minute just before full time against Tanzania, we had 2 chances. Against Ivory Coast, we had chances late on. Even against the last game against Burkina Faso, we had those 2 chances where we could have taken the game away. So this team will never quit, this team will never give up. I think being at this doesn't give us a divine right. Every stage is different, every tournament is different. You have to go out and earn it. Nobody's going to give it to you. It's how badly you want it. And knowing that the winner goes to the World Cup, I don't think there's any bigger motivation than that. You don't need to motivate anyone. As Karabo says, she's been to the World Cup before. Actually, she's been to 2. Actually, she's been to 3. But she went with the under-17s a year later with France, and then she went in 2023. So she has experienced those beautiful moments. So the aim is, we have a lot of new players in the team. The aim is for them to be able to experience that. Because we can talk about the experiences, but you can't recreate those experiences with someone until they're there. So they know how big this motivation is. But having been there before, having done it before, it means absolutely nothing if you don't step onto the field and do the job. And with everything happening around, it's going to go down to what happens between those 4 lines more than anything. So we just have to use that and make sure that we step onto that field with our game plan, with our execution, and better decisions in the final third.